So welcome everybody into another recap. So yesterday we did the financial update recap, and today we're going to overlook the trading notes that I took throughout this year. On this Word file are not that consistent, and I will also add a second part where I am analyzing my actual journal trading notes, the one that I physically take. And also for the first part of the year up until August, they were very consistent, but throughout like late August, begin September, October, that's when also you saw my trading was struggling and also my trading notes. So we're going to see them reflected in this file, but also in the actual journal. So let's stick to it, and we're going to review my whole journey now through the notes. Of course, I'm not going to read everything. I'm just going to do a micro analysis. Of course, end of February is when I actually started live trading for full time. So I was setting some psychological and technical reminders and something opportunities to learn to improve. For example, I need to do some mental prep, to do some breathing exercise. That spoiler, I never did because they were not the main thing. And trying to understand the price action without fear or hope. And this was exactly what I was looking at as a psychological wise from the start of my career. I wanted to improve using my inner dialogue, trying to, as you said, you see, talk out loud what the price wanted, where I wanted to the price to be, sort of visualization to sort of understanding and pre-planning the trade ideas. This can be seen as a visualization thing, can be seen as a pre-planning a trade idea ahead of time, and also something that I've started doing lately is about the recording. So talking out loud is what I've been actually doing, recording the live sessions when I was trading. And that thing about talking out loud, having the trade ideas, I say, okay, yeah, I will take buys above here and sells only possible, only below these lows. This for me is exactly what I was talking about, and I was referring already in February. And I started doing late, but that's something that helped me a huge amount, exactly for these reasons, because it means that I'm focused and I'm in the proper mental state, that I'm watching the chart just from the simple point of view of the chart. I'm thinking about entry points, when to enter, and not about being scared from the due to the information. And also it means that I'm not distracted, and this is something that we're going to see later, but it means that if I am actually recording and my screens are both on this topic, it means that I'm not distracted with other things, YouTube, Twitch, or something else. I am focused on that because that's sort of what I'm putting myself into. I'm putting into recording sort of if I was a live session, if I was in a live stream. So that helped me a lot. So then also, of course, there were some technicals. We're going to think in deep with the other journal, but yeah, so of course technically in February I did not have a clear idea yet, and I was just I was very confused. I didn't know if I wanted to take a break and retest, a breakout with the buy stop sell stops. I wanted to take the limit. I don't know if I wanted to take the pullback end. So I didn't know nothing. I didn't know if I wanted to use the PPLs, nothing, the key levels. But yeah, and also I remember one huge thing that was at the beginning was the bias. So I was used to, okay, come to the chart. If this is the market, let me just do it like this. If this is the market, okay, I will say, okay, I will only buy there, only buy there, only buy there. No, I was buy there, sell there, sell there. But maybe I should sell here Maybe if he taps there, I can sell there. Maybe I can sell here, and sell here. If I sell below, yes, sell below, yes. And maybe I can also buy. If I see a bounce, buy above, buy above. So I was in a complete confused mental state due to the bias, and I was having multiple bias from the sessions, and but not in the sense that as a scalping wise as I have now. Now I know that I can see here and take buys, then price does that, it below these lows, and then I can see a sell. Yes, okay, but because I'm trading on a whole different level of understanding, and I understand also that I'm not expecting this buy to go 45-60 pips if we are at hourly PSA, and I'm not expecting this sell to go 60 pips if I know that maybe it can bounce from there. So maybe most of the times I can take this sell, knowing that at least to these lows, at least I can put the stop loss at break even. If then I can get a 10-15 extra pips, I will go to TP. Otherwise, it's a break even trade, and that's okay. So at this time, of course, at the start of my career, I did not have that, and my education was very, very good, but for me it was still confusing. I was still not having a clear mind of what my setup was. And of course I had very good fundamentals, I have very good understanding of timing, of the sessions, that's absolutely 100% sure, but, and yeah, also how to manage the trade, and how to stay focused. I took poor trades in poor market condition, so yeah. Yeah, while looking for any scalp sales if price never made a new lower high or new lower low. Yeah, so that was not flowing with the markets. Now, starting beginning of March, understanding that I know that I can be profitable. I just need to cut the noise. I just need to stop distracting myself, and this hour can be 1% better every single day. And yeah, I can see that in February. For now, after backtesting Euro USD, having a single bias for the session actually helped a lot, and we might still do that, but I don't know. Scalping wise, on the 20 ticks chart, for now, it's giving me very good results. The way that I'm doing, understanding the price action, not just gambling, not just taking buy over here, then face to break below, and then I take a sell, and then I take another buy, and then I take a buy, and then I take a sell. No, it's understanding the market structure, understanding a little bit the what the market is doing, where is the high time frame areas, what is the overall trend with the trend line and stuff like that. But yeah, the thing of the single bias for the session is about where I learned, the community where I learned that, and I oftentimes fail to understand why not taking advantage of a clear, okay, if we have a clear shift in market structure, why not now take advantage of these sells? Even if it just go to retest these lows, why not take advantage of these sells? If I'm not busy, I mean, okay, of course, maybe in the future this will be my setup, and this is something that I was talking about. If taking this sell is something that will not allow me to take this buy, I understand. But since I'm not trading the pullback, the end of the pullback, because it can be here, can be there, and it's not a setup that I am trading now, then is for me it's a missed entry, because I see that there's a breaker retest of the last lows, so why not taking the entry? But yes, having a simple bias is just okay. I only look for buys, but then I think it's freedom clarity, but it's not what I want. Not entering as much as I want. I was in March, I was studying Euro USD. Around 2-1 is very good, yes, but I know that I can do way more. On a very trending day, I can get over 50 pips, absolutely, and I showed you multiple times. Even with a 10 pip, stop TP, I can get multiple entries especially if I trade London and New York. But if the price is trending, the fact that we are scalping can give us multiple where you can retest, because always it can give us the nice retest. So you can get maybe this one, you get 1, 2, 3, 4 scalps, and yeah, so that's basically. Of course, an intraday trader might say that yes, it's just one intraday trade for me. Yes, but how often does it happen that it goes to 50 pips? I am banking profits all the way up, so for me that's good. And especially if you get 40 pips, maybe you have a 10 pip stop loss, and for me it's a 4-to-1 every single scalp. So at this time I was not still able to enter in anticipation. I was really struggling to enter with the right candle. So maybe I had like a bullish candle, then I had a bearish candle, and this was the PSA. I was never able to enter over here at this candle close. It was too scary. Still, sometimes I feel like scared, but most of the times now if I enter, I can enter here or at maximum over there in anticipation of the continuation. So that's good. This is a very huge improvement that I had. And then of course I think that I have to take all the scalping entries if I want to be a scalper, especially on the 20-tick chart. And I need to be anticipating the move. I need to be entering, not knowing what is going to happen next. And especially if I am my PSA, that's okay, that's good to do. And yeah, shifting bias for PSA. Yeah, I can test. So I backtested EURUSD, and this was the notes from the backtesting. EURUSD now is something that I really need because I'm trading it mostly now. So notes PPL reacts better than the middle of the range. Okay, yeah, I was using the PPL and place PSAs according. Okay, so if I have this is saying that if I have hourly or 15-minute PSA, adjust it to be at the same level as PPL, not slightly above, slightly below. Don't shift bias, will give you clarity. Okay. Candle setup and exactly the PPL. And this is something that it is very good. This one. Single candle tap, not a good confirmation on your USD. This is something that I still do, but sometimes, most of the times, it does that. I mean, this is something that I want to. This is a chapter that I really want, paragraph that I really want to focus on. And as you can see, single candle tap is something that I have been doing, but also over here on the left hand side, you can see that single tap sometimes it will give further one, and it's something that with the currency pairs it tends to do that more. Even over here, it does more taps of the PPL before actually pushing up. But I mean, as long as I take the entry at the level, I'm safe. Something that might happen is that it price might go 5 pips and then go back. So then it takes me out at break even before the continuation. But something that is very interesting is about this one, number 5. So this is talking more about the nature of a currency compared to possibly an impulsive gold or something. So maybe if you have the price that is moving bullish, it does not always move like this, you know. So sometimes maybe you have the breakout of your level and you want to enter over here. This is your entry level, the PSA that you want to take the entry at. So let's see that is just like that. Okay, so you want to enter over there. The price might not give the top and then the continuation up. It might dip below. Most of the times will not just go, it might go. So if it's like from a trend line, so let me do it like this so that I can give you a graphical. So if it can be like right below for a trend line, okay. Otherwise, sometimes and often it will retest the last low and then push up, give you the very nice, this is what I'm talking about here, the retest, a bearish candle, which is this one, exactly at the level, and then the continuation up. So expecting, this is lots of stop losses I got from this situation, because I was actually entering at the first candle closing here, but then I will see the price going down, maybe making a double bottom and then pushing up. And this is something that of course I will analyze more on EURUSD and the currency pairs throughout these holidays. But yeah, I need to something that I really need to understand, that it does not always depends on the market condition, of course, because if it's very volatile due to some news, some report, yes. But if it's just normal market condition, it's more likely that it will retest the last low than the last high. And this is the point. Single tap also, yeah, it's what it's saying. Maybe I should wait for more confirmation if I want to avoid getting stopped out, but it depends also also on the market conditions when we are trading. This is about the trending pullbacks at measure. Yeah, so you can see that when the price is trending, it's trending very nice. It's not just that it just goes like that. No. A lot of times it trends exactly, retest, maybe goes deeper, and continue, retest. So that we have all these opportunities. Okay, of course, maybe you get one win, one loss, maybe one win or one win. Maybe you don't enter over here because if you trade, but you see this how commonly the EURUSD trends. And be careful with 1-to-1, because 1-to-1, of course, if I have this, I don't know if I was using a 5 pip stop loss, but it can take you multiple times out. So that's also why in the last few videos when I was backtesting, the best thing doing New York was to actually have a stop loss at 7.5 pips to put at break even. So this is something that I'm going to review later. So after talking about the backtesting nodes on EURUSD during March, we can go straight to April and see what were the main changes that I applied to my trading psychology and basically to my routine. So after, of course, reading books and rereading some of the most important psychology ones, I was understanding what were the qualities of a trader that I wanted to be. So I had like number one quality was fearless, second one was self-aware, disciplined, and flexible. So that was my sort of statement about being the trader who is on top of the market, always fully aware in which market phase we are in, what is currently affecting the market, what is the investor sentiment, and what is the data catalyst investors are more sensitive to, related to maybe inflation, maybe is jobs data, maybe is tension, geopolitical tension, and so on and so on. And I will be able to counter chart 30 minutes before the session, identify the areas for the possible trades, wait for the right conditions, and execute fearless with as many lots and contracts as possible. This is, of course, the trader in the future. I am a scalper with diffusing from thoughts and feelings, and I get in the zone and flow with the market. I have experience to understand and anticipate the shifting bias, and thanks to my mindful state, I'm able to take advantage of it. So this, as I was talking about it earlier, this as a scalper, this is what I want to take advantage of, not just being a single bias, just only looking for buys at every time, but understanding where there is a shift, and maybe if I see a break below that, not just stick and wait. Okay, I will wait that the price will reach some other possible PSA, but I will actually take advantage of both buys and sells. So that's mainly the example. This is the main characteristic that I want to be representing, the qualities that I want to be representing and showing as a trader. So this was in April. So basically after 1 month and a half of trading, and of course I have also to face my challenging trading situation, which is actually the same one that is still today. Of course, it has changed. It has shifted some of the characteristics, the parameters of, but the same challenging trading situation is this one, the fact of not entering enough. I started also to do some mental domain recap and rating, so about perspective, about awareness, self-motivation, mental discipline, and also about confidence, focus, self-esteem, accountability, and then also about more about the technical part of my system. And the first week of April, I had this daily mission that I really wanted to take every single trade. It's the hardest one, and this is also the thing that happens when I usually plant this into my head. Take every single trade. That's when I start to even really take every possible trade opportunity, and I get it maybe only later on understanding that I got burned out in a nonsense, because maybe I take a sell below here and I take a loss, then I take a buy over here and I take a loss, then I see breaking down below a sell and I take a loss, one here and I take another loss. So instead of understanding in this market situation, it's okay, I just wait for some clear price action and then I will enter. But if I have this sort of sentence affirmation in my head to take every single one, it's okay, that meets my plan, yes, but during the live trading, it's too easy for my mind to justify every single opportunity to say, yeah, this meets my plan, but when it actually, if I just see it afterwards, it was not. So this was one of the downsides of that, too many ones. And yeah, this is also April when I started looking at the tick chart instead of 1 minute. So I start at first during March, and especially on EUR/USD, of course, but during March I started looking at that because it was something that I always looked at, the 60 tick chart versus the 1 minute, because it might give us some further information. And as a scalper, I further understood, and now even more, how a tick chart can give us much different and more important information than the 1 minute. And in this moment, it was a possible deflection. I saw it as a possible deflection, possible distraction from my main thing, but in hindsight, it really was just grabbing some more information and wanted to improve, continuously improve, as I say here, continuously evolve my my understanding of the technical analysis. And yeah, this is some part of the actual journal that I took, taking buys. As you can see, instead of taking anticipation, I would, as I will do now, taking the buy only when the price is breaking of testing these highs. But you can see that we are just at a strong key level, and this is something that it's really happened recently. Same thing, after maybe waiting these many hours, and then okay, I see here, I take in anticipation that the price will spike up. Instead, not knowing, but in that moment forgetting that we are against a very strong resistance. So this is just an example. As you can see, how waiting for the proper breakout would have brought a winning trade. Yeah, that's the same thing that happens sometimes today. So that's it. this was one of the biggest revelations and epiphanies, that my wins were random. So I used to, of course, I took multiple losses. You know that, but when I took wins, they were mostly random. They were winning not for some pattern that I could replicate 100 times or on different pairs. It was just simply based on whatever. And so that's why I was not winning. That's why I struggled to assess objectively the price action. I struggled to have a repeatable setup and keep going counter trend, trying to catch reversals. Yeah, this is also what tended to happen quite a lot. At least, yeah, try to catch the counter trend train. Breaking retest, not waiting for output. Yeah, this is something that still happens because it's sometimes, especially for example on Euro USD, as I was saying, price might not just give us in some specific market condition the break retest and then the continuation. It might give us a pullback to this previous PSA, to these previous lows, and then continue up instead of waiting for the perfect price action, understanding that the price might need a little bit of more pullback before the continuation in my direction. Yes, so now this one is a very important chapter that I took from a book. It's about the deliberate practice, which is about specialized form of high quality practice in which you engage in planned, highly focused training activities that cause you to train just outside your reliable level of performance, and this pushes you to perform outside your comfort zone. So that's the main, that's basically, it's not just of course related to trading, it's related to every performance activity, every performance task, and it's the base of really learning and mastering something. It's a very practicing a craft at a very deep level, and it has to be sustained for a period of time. So that's why it takes time, it takes focus, it takes intensity, and it takes discomfort, because it's not something that is just outside your performance. So it's a little bit, it's just a bit too difficult for you, not too much, but not too easy, and is not is done alone. For example, you might have a feedback afterwards, but is done alone and is uncomfortable. It requires that you have to stay there for times and sticking with a single method and doing something that you don't want to do because it's just outside your comfort zone, just outside what you would want to do, and has been found to be the main ingredient for mastery, regardless of the field. Can be chess, can be poker, can be trading, can be anything, can be playing an instrument. So this was April. Then the second week of April, I analyzed my 44 trades of the month. You can see how many, a lot of trades already in 15 days, but yeah, analyzing and understanding what were my setups, what were the characteristics. So for example, I had a first implementation to remove the break-even at 1-to-1. Remember that, yeah, I had the stop loss at break-even at 15 pips, which is on gold was a little bit too short. Take break and retest after 220, and understanding now, this was the main thing, was to understand the intraday lower time frame or high time frame. At this moment, I was having the sort of what's the word? In my head, I was analyzing and understanding, because I was having this debate of, should I look at the high time frame, so zooming out, or should, for example, like here, or should I be looking on the lower time frame, understanding I can take this sell because on the lower time frame it's bearish because we just got a double top and we are retesting this. Can I take a sell, or should I wait to possibly retest these highs and take a buy? So this is a high time frame in trend. This is lower time frame in trend, especially if this is a strong resistance. So this was the debate, and of course, if those two combine, that's the best trade. But it also, as a scalper, makes sense to take the in trend on the lower time frame, and then break and retest just as it is, or maybe waiting for a pullback, multiple candles, and then entry at the end of close, the TP size, break-even rules. So this is also something that is quite actual, I would say. Is currently something that I debate, because sometimes on the 20-tick chart, I think that I see this many candles and I think, yeah, it's too late. But on a 20-tick chart, it might be just 5 minutes. So I tend to prefer this entry, and usually when I miss that, I am okay. Yeah, that's gone. My opportunity is gone. But sometimes, especially on EURUSD, it does exactly this price action when it goes back to the entry and then continue up. So it's, or sometimes just the next candles give me that opportunity before pushing up, and I do not take that because I said, yeah, my entry was this one. Now we might just push down. So that's very, very actual, and something that I really should improve and work on. This was the total April trades, 70 trades. So yeah, as you can see, also I said both. Take both. Intraday lower time frame is king. Very nice. This is a good confirmation for what I'm doing now, and it pushed me. Every single trade pushed me outside of my boundaries, and 2+ trades a day challenge, and it made me understand how the risk reward works. That if I have a win, I will have a free loss. I mean, especially now that I have a 4-1, when I have a win, I can really, I have a win, I can take 1, 2, 3 losses and just be even. So these are free shots basically that I can take at my plan, and if I know that I have a 50% win rate, that's good. I can take, yes, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then I have a win. I can take maybe 3, 4. So now I have 4, 6. Then I can take 3 wins, and with a 50% win rate, that's great. That's absolutely amazing. Of course, I took too many trades. The win rate was very low, and I really need to let it run at least 3-1, the risk to reward. And yeah, May I kept with the mental the inventory, and yeah, after that you can see how I had an implementation, new challenge, but after that you can see from May, the next one is October. So that's when I said, okay, June. Of course, I took a lot of notes on the manual, on the actual journal, but still here was missing quite a lot. We're coming straight into the end of October and then end of November. End of November is when I did my first sort of take one trade a day, and risking 2%. This is when I had my best result whatsoever, and I can show you over here the key takeaways. I was really happy. I was up quite a lot, and the first time that I was seeing the equity line and the lot size increasing. So that was the first time that I was actually increasing the lot size on a day-to-day basis. That's a very good feeling, and it was the first time that I felt it. At the same time, then later on, I have the feeling of decreasing them constantly, basically to the same starting point. And I was trusting my setup and my analysis on the high time frame, on the hourly, and then listen to my intuition voice. And I know that the more I get exposure, the more I get the good feeling with the market condition and flow. I was not having fear of coming into the markets, and this is one of the biggest achievements of the year. last year I was really scared. The fact of having to, the first few months of coming to the charts for work was scary because I didn't know what it was coming. I know that I was risking. Now I always come with curiosity, and I always come that I want to talk about it. And yeah, that's it. But also even here, I saw how the old patterns were coming back after being up with this streak. Very good. I started taking partials, closing earlier, and then maybe enter some other entry because I wanted to close this challenge, these 20 trades, 20 days with a very good number. Because so that's something that tends to happen. The first key takeaways were this, so that I can make serious money even with a very small account. So if I was earning 200 euros with such a small account, 800, 700 euros, just think about if I can risk 2% with a 5,000 and have a 50% win rate, and I take 4 or 5 trades a day. Yeah, that's amazing. And that's also another key takeaway, that I am profitable, that my edge is working. I have an edge on the market in the short term and long term, and it's founded on fundamentals and technicals. And yeah, just simply taking 1-2 trades make a huge difference. Some of these were just 1 or 2 trades a day, and they were adding up to a 25% day. But I know even after that, especially thanks to the live sessions that I've been doing last few weeks, that has been amazing. I mean, I could see 20-30% day, and this can scale up. So now this one is also very good. And also applying for a job, and I know that now I can do it. So then yes, easily go up 40% a month, even more. I mean, with on my side, the sky is the limit. So then this is the end of November, and December is when I started to actually do the live session and go back to constantly do a good job with journaling. So journaling every single day for gratitude, the trades that I took, the trades that I missed. Yeah, so, and quick notes, the daily mission, and then also I started something that I wanted to show you. I started a blog here on Forex Factory about that. I started it on the 8th of December, posting about my missed entries, about the actual results. You can see very transparent. This is December, this is 2023. Yeah, so really committed, and also with the, as I was saying, with the actual live session. Let me just show you these. Apart from the updates, I already done 13th of full sessions due to the recording them from the 11th of December. Yeah, recording them and then uploading them, and it helped a lot, huge amount, because it's that's when I cannot feel distracted, and I cannot be distracted, and I can really focus, and of course hopefully now taking away some of the pressure, also able to execute more. And the goal of December was to actually take more of these exercises, repeat until carefree and flawless. I didn't do that. I wanted to, with the live session, I thought that it was enough. And it's not about the exercise, about now taking it's also about pride and ego, that okay, I'm seeing them, I'm recording them, I'm uploading them, and now I want to really start decreasing. So if now, for example, we can say that this is the amount of trades that I take, and this is the amount of trades that I miss, I want to slowly push it down attack up until in the near future. Is this? And maybe these missed are not missed entries, are just some trades. Yeah, I already took my entries for today. I'll just stay on the chart to analyze, to gain experience, to talk about it. But yeah, this would be a nice entry, but it's not a missed entry because okay, I'm not trading anymore. I already took my trades for the day. I'm done for the day. I'm good, and so not even missed trades. So that's the goal. And so basically the objective from December were not were actually not reached, but we're going now for January. So January now, this is what I will be doing now before the January starts. We start the job. I will trade. So these are some things that I will have to think about it. What are we going to do? Do I have to add any new pair? For example, USD JPY or GBP USD? Because doing the GBP news, because usually GJ is quite a big of spread, especially with a tight stop loss that I use as a scalper on the 20 or 60 ticks chart. I will handle, so having a sort of plan for the first quarter and how do I want to scale up, because my goal for this year is to 6 figures. So of course I will need a plan to scale consistently and profitably. And yeah, I want to really take every single trade that is expecting a pre-plan analysis as a PSA. Every time I say or think this would be a good entry, and it actually is, not in the middle of the range, not something that it was unplanned, not something that is rushed. I want to take it. That's it. That point. There is no other thing. So yeah, if I will have a full-time job, the trading money will actually be the income that I can lose comfortably. So this is basically the journal part, and I don't have much to add. It's just lovely to see my actual manual journal that I was filling from at the beginning, and it was actually very nice to go through that, and it's something that will always stay with me. And I don't know if it has more of a value than this. I mean, how I can pour my thoughts into it. But yeah, lately I was being lazy into that, especially with the thought that yeah, I'm already doing that the Word file, so I don't know if it's actually something that I should be continue doing with more effort. Even if it's an effort, okay, or just this one is enough. For sure I will need to take this now for this week into account. And yeah, so this was also the journal update, and I don't know, yeah, I will update you based on probably maybe backtesting this pair, maybe understanding what is my 2024 plan. Probably 2024 plan will come at the beginning of 2024 when I will know about the job, when I will know, when I will have answers to this, because maybe if I have a full-time job I will need to change. Maybe I have to place limit orders. So I also did some back testing on that, and I can be profitable even with that, but that's something to always to understand. So I hope you guys enjoyed. See you next time.